Welcome to Royal Secret. A young woman in crisp military uniform stepped forward, her posture razor straight and her gaze unwavering. This wasn't just any cadet. This was Princess Leonor of Spain, heir to one of Europe's oldest thrones, and she was about to embark on the most grueling phase of her military transformation. What you're about to discover will completely change how you view modern royalty forever. While other princesses her age are attending glamorous galas and cutting ribbons at charity events, Princess Leonor has chosen a path that would make seasoned soldiers think twice. She's trading tiaras for tactical gear, ball gowns for battle dress, and palace comfort for the unforgiving demands of military life. And the reason why will leave you absolutely stunned. Right now, as we speak, Princess Leonor is beginning what could be the most challenging year of her young life. She's entering the third and final year of her comprehensive military training, and this time, she's taking on the Spanish Air and Space Army at the prestigious San Javier General Air Academy. But this isn't some ceremonial role or photo opportunity. This is the real deal, and the stakes couldn't be higher. The transformation we've witnessed in Princess Leonor over the past 2 years has been nothing short of extraordinary. When she first stepped into the Zaragoza Army Academy, she was an 18-year-old princess with royal blood but no military experience. Today, she stands as a battle-tested cadet who has endured everything from grueling physical training to commanding respect aboard one of the world's most famous naval training vessels. The girl who once curtsied at state dinners now marches in formation and has learned to sleep in military barracks alongside soldiers who initially had no idea they were bunking next to future royalty. The decision to pursue such intensive military training wasn't made lightly. In a world where monarchies are increasingly questioned and their relevance debated, Princess Leonor and the Spanish royal family made a calculated choice that would either cement her legitimacy as a future leader or potentially expose her to unprecedented risks. They chose the path of proving her worth through service, sacrifice, and the kind of hands-on leadership training that no classroom could ever provide. Her journey began at the General Military Academy of Zaragoza, where she was thrust into an environment that showed no mercy for royal titles. From day one, she was Cadet Leonor, not Princess Leonor. She woke up at dawn with her fellow cadets, endured the same physical training regimens that have broken countless others, and learned to navigate military hierarchy where rank is earned, not inherited. The transformation was immediate and shocking. Palace insiders reveal that during her first weeks, she would return to her quarters exhausted, her hands blistered from weapons training, her muscles aching from obstacle courses that pushed her beyond any physical limits she had previously known. But the army training was just the beginning. What came next would test not just her physical endurance but her mental fortitude in ways that few people, royal or otherwise, ever experience. Princess Leonor was assigned to naval training that would take her thousands of miles from Spanish shores aboard the Juan Sebastián de Elcano, a training ship with a reputation for transforming civilians into sailors through 6 months of the most intensive maritime education imaginable. The Juan Sebastián de Elcano isn't just any ship. It's a floating academy where Spain's future naval officers learn everything from navigation under the stars to handling crisis situations in the middle of the ocean. For 6 months, Princess Leonor lived in quarters no bigger than a closet, shared meals with crew members from every corner of Spain, and learned to work as part of a team where survival depends on everyone doing their job perfectly. She climbed rigging in storms, stood watch through the night, and participated in naval exercises that simulate real combat situations. During this maritime phase of her training, something remarkable happened. Reports from fellow crew members describe a princess who never once asked for special treatment, who volunteered for the most difficult assignments, and who earned the respect of hardened sailors through her work ethic rather than her title. When storms hit and conditions became dangerous, she was right there alongside her shipmates, securing equipment and maintaining her duties despite seasickness that would have sent most people to their bunks. The psychological impact of this training cannot be overstated. Imagine being raised in palaces, surrounded by luxury and deference, only to find yourself scrubbing decks, taking orders from career military officers, and proving your worth through actions rather than birthright. This experience fundamentally changed Princess Leonor's understanding of leadership, service, and what it truly means to represent her country. Now, as she enters the Air and Space Academy at San Javier for her final year of training, Princess Leonor faces perhaps her greatest challenge yet. The Air Force training program is notoriously demanding, combining intellectual rigor with physical challenges that push cadets to their absolute limits. She'll be learning advanced aviation theory, participating in flight simulations, and potentially even piloting aircraft under the supervision of experienced instructors. As an ensign student, Princess Leonor will be expected to demonstrate leadership capabilities that go far beyond what most people her age could even comprehend. She'll be responsible for younger cadets, making decisions under pressure, and proving that she can handle the kind of split-second judgment calls that pilots and Air Force officers make every day. The training includes everything from high-altitude physiology to advanced tactical planning, subjects that require not just memorization but the ability to apply complex concepts in real-world scenarios. What makes this even more incredible is that Princess Leonor is doing all of this while simultaneously preparing for her future role as Queen of Spain. She's not just learning to be a soldier, she's learning to be a leader who understands military service from the ground up. When she eventually takes the throne, she'll be one of the few monarchs in European history who can speak to military personnel from personal experience, who understands the sacrifices they make, and who has earned the right to command their respect through shared hardship. The political implications of her military training extend far beyond Spain's borders. In an era where traditional authority is questioned and earned leadership is valued over inherited power, Princess Leonor is setting a new standard for what it means to be royal in the 21st century. She's proving that monarchy can be relevant and legitimate when those who would rule first prove themselves worthy through service. Behind the scenes, this training has not been without controversy. Critics argued that it was too dangerous, that a future queen shouldn't be exposed to the physical and psychological stresses of military life. Supporters countered that this was exactly what modern monarchy needed: leaders who understand sacrifice, who have been tested under pressure, and who can relate to the experiences of ordinary citizens serving their country. The physical transformation alone has been remarkable. The princess who once appeared at formal events in elegant gowns now carries herself with the unmistakable bearing of a trained soldier. Her posture reflects military discipline, her handshake has the firmness of someone accustomed to physical labor, and her eyes hold the confidence that comes from having been tested and not found wanting. Palace observers note that she moves differently now, speaks with greater authority, and approaches challenges with the systematic problem-solving skills that military training instills. But perhaps most importantly, Princess Leonor's military service has given her something that no amount of royal education could provide: credibility. When she speaks about national service, military families know she's not speaking from theoretical knowledge but from personal experience. When she addresses veterans, they see someone who has shared at least some of their challenges. When she represents Spain internationally, she does so with the authority of someone who has proven her commitment to her country through more than words. The rigorous nature of her training has also prepared her for the immense pressures she'll face as a future monarch. Military service teaches resilience, decision-making under stress, and the ability to maintain composure in crisis situations. These are exactly the skills that modern royalty needs as they navigate political pressures, public scrutiny, and the complex challenges of representing a nation in an interconnected world. As Princess Leonor progresses through this final year at the Air and Space Academy, she's not just completing military training, she's completing a transformation that began when she first put on a military uniform. She's becoming a leader who has earned her authority rather than simply inherited it, someone who understands service from personal experience rather than theoretical study. The broader implications of her military journey extend to the future of the Spanish monarchy itself. By demonstrating that royal privilege comes with corresponding responsibility and sacrifice, Princess Leonor is helping to secure the relevance and legitimacy of the institution she will one day lead. She's showing that monarchy can evolve and adapt while maintaining its essential role in national life. Her fellow cadets and military instructors consistently report that she approaches her training with the same seriousness and dedication as any career military officer. She studies tactical manuals with the same intensity that she once applied to constitutional law and diplomatic protocol. She participates in military exercises with the understanding that the skills she's learning could one day be crucial not just for her personal development but for her ability to serve as an effective head of state and commander-in-chief. The international attention her military service has garnered reflects a broader interest in how modern monarchy can remain relevant in democratic societies. Other royal families around the world are watching her example closely, recognizing that the model she's establishing could influence how future generations of royalty prepare for their roles. When Princess Leonor eventually completes her military training and assumes her full royal duties, she'll bring with her a perspective that few monarchs in history have possessed. She'll understand military culture from the inside, appreciate the sacrifices that service members make, and possess the personal experience necessary to make informed decisions about military matters as commander-in-chief. The financial and logistical challenges of providing this level of training to a future queen have been substantial, but the Spanish royal family and military leadership have deemed it essential for her preparation as a 21st-century monarch. The security considerations alone have required unprecedented coordination between royal protection services and military training programs. As we watch Princess Leonor navigate this final year of her military education, we're witnessing something historically significant: the deliberate transformation of a princess into a warrior queen, someone who will rule not just by birthright but by earned authority. She's proving that modern royalty can embody the values of service, sacrifice, and earned leadership that democratic societies cherish while maintaining the continuity and stability that monarchy provides. The young woman who will one day wear the crown of Spain is currently learning to wear the uniform of her nation's military with equal dignity and purpose. She's discovering that true leadership isn't about privilege but about service, not about comfort but about sacrifice, not about being served but about serving others. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to stay updated on Princess Leonor's incredible military journey and other royal news that will shock and inspire you. Like this video if you're as amazed as we are by her transformation from princess to warrior, and share it with anyone who needs to see what real royal leadership looks like in the modern world. Drop a comment below and let us know what you think about Princess Leonor's military training. Now, here's the question that will keep you thinking long after this video ends. In a world where leadership is increasingly questioned and authority must be earned rather than inherited, could Princess Leonor's military service become the new model for how future royalty proves their worth to serve?